when we come into a new place, a new anchorage, a new town, and we've never been there before, there's this great excitement of we're gonna go explore something new, and we're gonna see new things, we're gonna meet new people, and today is gonna be completely unique. And that I love that feeling. I think that's one of the things that sort of drives us in cruising.
We're Kevin and Alison Jeffries aboard RED ROVER, Nordhavn N55.
Yeah, the boat has provided us with so much more than we ever thought. You know, we love this boat. I mean, we love her to distraction, and she is our home.
When we leave, we can't wait to get back.
Yeah, we miss her, but it's our home, and we take our home with us to explore the world, and that's a very unique thing. You're not getting on a plane and packing a suitcase. You take your home with you, and you're always home, and it's a safe, comfortable, beautiful home.
And it has never let us down. We keep cruising and cruising, and we maintain her and keep her up, and she in turn
takes care of us. So we got to Marina Porto Escondido in January this year, and we were going to stay for a couple of weeks, and we had been here last year, and we were excited to be here for a couple of weeks, and then it turned out that we ended up staying here for 9 months. And
it's an awesome place.
And it's an amazing place.
The team at the marina, they're best friends every day.
The marina staff, from the ownership and Enrique to Javier, the harbor master, to Maritza and Wendy, who take care of everything we could ever need and want. They're just incredible, and they make us feel like they are our family. So having been here in the Loreto area for 9 months, the anchorages, there are so many anchorages within, let's say, 3 hours, that you can do something different at all times. You have access to all these islands and this beautiful, beautiful cruising in the Sea of Cortez. We're headed out to Isla Coronado, which is a little bit north of us. But first, we're just sort of giving a drive-by to Isla Carmen because it's very beautiful and it's a gorgeous day.
shortly after we got married, we'd been talking about sailboats, getting a small sailboat that we can park in the driveway.
Yeah, because all I needed to say to Kevin was, "Let's buy a boat." And Kevin's like, "Yes, I can
We're
do that.
on it.
I'll go buy a boat." And we bought a
47-foot Bayliner, but 10,000 miles on that in the Puget Sound in 8 years, and spectacular. But early on in the ownership of the Bayliner, we came across Nordhavn's in a boat show, and we looked at a variety of boats, but we were 8 years dreamers, and
in the meantime, we had a lot of fun. We went all over the San Juans, kept the boat in Anacortes. Our kids grew up with that boat, and dogs, and sand, and wetness, and crabbing, and it was fantastic. It was great fun, and it just sort of fueled the fire for what we were going to do next. We were out on our previous boat every weekend and throughout the year round in the Puget Sound and the San Juan Islands, and then we had the Nordhavn, and then we did some trips, and then we left to go cruising, and we truly didn't understand what that was going to be like. I mean, we meet people from all over the world who are so interesting and fun and bring something new to every conversation, and we find that because we have a Nordhavn, it's very interesting to people, both power boaters and sailors, particularly sailors, who know about Nordhavns. We're just so passionate about this boat in particular, and then all of the Nordhavn fleet, and the other owners are so cool and so interesting.
It's like meeting our best friend right out of the gate.
Yeah, you have this huge thing in common and to talk about, and we certainly didn't see that coming. That was a big surprise, but
that's probably the biggest thing is we were
it's changed us.
Introverted.
Yeah.
And Nordhavn has brought us out of our shell.
Yeah, we were not people that would, go even knock on our neighbor's door and say, "Oh, hi, I'm your new neighbor. I'm Allison. This is Kevin, and we live next door." We were not those people.
Just an amazing community.
It's an incredible community, and we always tell people, we get a lot of dreamers that reach out to us and other people, and we say, you're going to buy this boat, you're going to find that suddenly you have a whole new life that you had no idea that you would have, and how much fun it is, and amazing people all around the world. We're leaving Isla Coronados after a beautiful night, and we're going to head over to Puerto Balandra, which is a beautiful anchorage on Isla Carmen. See if we can do some swimming. And then you have the town of Loreto, which is this wonderful, small, warm, welcoming town full of friendly people. And, and the thing is that the Mexican people are the most warm, welcoming, kind people. They are incredible. And they're trusting and welcoming and friendly, and it's such a difference from kind of a guarded world that we might live in at home, because they don't feel that way. They're, you know, you're here and I'm glad you're here, and I welcome you to be my friend. Even though we don't always, we can't always communicate perfectly, we try. And when we leave here, I'm gonna cry for
Tears
like a day. And
one of the really cool things of our experience here in Sea Cortez is the people. Diego at La Picazone restaurant.
He's an amazing young man, and he's so welcoming, and he loves Nordhavns. He and his family, his dream is to have a Nordhavn and to go around the world on his Nordhavn. And every time we come back, we feel like it feels like you're going over to your best friend's house for dinner. It doesn't feel like I'm just going to a restaurant.
It's a special experience.
Yeah.
Just left Loreto and we're on our way to Marina Puerto Escondido. We're doing a little fishing, hoping for some Dorado. A little early for tuna, but we did have a treat of seeing some whales on the way. We just saw those a few minutes ago. Just a spectacular day, a little overcast, but beautiful 86 degrees and 86 degree water.
I wake up every day, and whether we're going to be changing the oil, or we're going to be exploring a new town, or we're going to be anchored in a remote anchorage, and I think, I love my life. I am living exactly how I would want to, and I just love this. And we, when my friends from home, my non-boating friends, they always say to me, "You're just so happy." Like, it's like, well, yes, I am. I'm super happy. And it's not because I'm not working, because we're still doing some work, but it's because I'm exploring this way with the man I love on the boat we love. So it's fall of 2021. We're gonna leave the Sea of Cortez and head to mainland Mexico and do some maintenance haul out work.
New Year's in Acapulco, we think.
And then we're gonna head south down the Mexican coast to El Salvador, and then to Costa Rica. We plan to spend several months in Costa Rica. We're super excited. And then we're gonna go to Panama, and in the spring, late spring, we plan to transit the Panama Canal with a very special crew of some other Nordhavn owners who are dear friends. And really, our goal is to circumnavigate the world. We're off to a very slow start, which is good. And we don't really see there's an end in sight. As long as we're having fun doing this, is what we're going to do. So we get asked a lot, how are you doing this? And people say, depends on who you are. Some people say, well, you're really young, and we're not actually that young anymore. We're aging into this. But they say, how did you do this? Did you have millions of dollars, and you must be super wealthy people, and how did you make this happen?
We've had the dream. Well, it's probably been 13 years ago is when we found that Nordhavn dream. But once we decided this is what we wanted to do, we started making different choices in how we lived, and had a focus of how we spent money, how we spent our time, what we focused on, and all of it this goal of funneling towards buying our boat, buying Red Rover.
So a lot of people reach out and ask us, and we say, this is really an attainable thing. It really is. It's just about the choices you make. And we sold our house, and we sold all the stuff in it. Yeah. And we moved on to the boat, and we went to work Monday through Friday from the boat. I used to walk down the dock in heels and go to work from my boat every day.
Did that for 3 years.
And then we figured out how we could leave and go cruising and
still do a little work.
Still do some work. Yep.
And shoved off. And that's been just over 2 years ago.
A little over 2 years.